A good Samaritan stopping a suspected thief.
Are you ready to see the ultimate showdown of robbers versus karma? Trust me, you won't regret it. From getting beaten by the victims and trapped by cops to them falling into the mess of their own doings, this video is bound to make you laugh.
Comes after a thief used an electric motorbike to snatch 24 phones.
So, sit back and let's get started. Number 1. The Good Samaritan.
A good Samaritan stopping a suspected thief.
This robber was well on his way out with an old woman's purse in his hands, but he should have run faster. A hero popped out of the store and tackled the pesky thief down to the ground. A couple of punches in, and a few seconds later, he was greeted by the cops. Number 2. The Idiot Home Invaders. A couple of masked men dropped by this home with not the best intentions, but they should have thought twice before choosing the house. The homeowner was spotted tackling the home invader to the ground, showing absolutely no mercy on him. He was recorded darting out of there with his face completely exposed to the camera. Yeah, he is scared for his life. Number 3. ATM Fight. These guys came prepared. Too bad the ATM didn't help them out much. They left looking like the same losers who had breached the store. Number 4. Dropped in to say hi. A thief was recorded playing around with an unattended car. A hero dropped by to half-heartedly stop the thief. That ended up costing the driver because the thief casually decided to steal his car next. The driver came running to save his car and serve a dose of karma to the robber. Number 5. That Will Tell Him. Two guys on a motorbike stopped near a man to loot him. The man took one look at them and charged straight at the crooks. One of the robbers was at the end of a few hard punches, but the duo got away. Number 6. Fell right into the cops.
Comes after a thief used an electric motorbike to snatch 24 phones.
A crook was on the run on his bicycle when a driver rammed straight into him. He tried to run, but the police had already arrived at the scene. That's just one bad news after another for this guy. Well, what else did you expect? Number 7. The Sweet, Sweet Ride. This guy hopped into the truck to steal a bunch of boxes, but it ended up being a ride he will never forget. The prankster was having a bit too much fun with his prank as the crook was thrown all around the truck in the back. He is clearly holding on to his dear life. Number 8. The Gutsy Store Owner. This guy saw his store getting robbed, and he did not hold back at all. The robbers were thrown into a state of panic, all thanks to this brick-wielding champ. A couple of them decided to fight back, and that was their biggest mistake. The owner ended up smashing their rear windshield, taking his things back and sending the thieves scurrying out of there with broken spirits, all in a few minutes. This guy is a hero. Number 9. Not thinking outside the box. I can't even take this man seriously. Did he really come inside a store wearing a box? He could have tried harder to keep the box in place if he absolutely had to. But nope, he ended up blowing his own cover. He really is as smart as the box. Number 10. Nah, I'm out. This robber tried but gave up within seconds. He probably thought he was getting too old for this. Number 11. That's all, folks. This robber thought he looked tough, but the store owner was about to rain on that parade. He sprinted out of the exit and closed the shutters on the robber. The pesky thief tried to slip through the small gap, but ended up getting stuck. He had accepted his fate, though, and was recorded drinking beer. Number 12. Run and smash. This guy isn't your typical smash-and-grab thief. In reality, he is the opposite. Number 13. The strangest kind of karma. This case is unlike any other thing you've seen. The guy in the orange shirt is the robber, and the snake is his karma. When this guy stole from a homeowner, he sent witchcraft in the thief's way. This footage shows him trying very hard to get away from his own doings. On the other hand, the snake seems pretty determined to get the job done. It didn't slither away even when the thief was inside the police car. I should hire this snake as my security guard. Number 14. Out and about. The homeowner was coming back when a couple of carjackers followed her to her house. The woman didn't waste a single second interacting with the lot. She hopped back inside and blazed out of there. The crooks probably thought that they should have just stayed home. Number 15. Help from the outside. This crook dropped by the group to steal their cell phones. But a passerby saw the whole scene and decided to intervene. With blazing speed, the driver crashed into the motorbike, throwing the guy to the ground. That boosted the group's spirits as they recorded themselves chasing after the pesky phone thief. Number 16. I'm coming for you. This pesky thief drove into a quiet alley to sneak away with his petty theft. But his plans were foiled, thanks to this determined pickup truck. Oh, he isn't stopping. And look, there he goes after the coward runner. Boy, this guy must have some serious beef with thieves. Number 17. Woman's a thief's nightmare. This guy had stolen a phone from a woman. What he didn't know was that she was a martial arts instructor. Well, you can see what happened next. Number 18. The male thief's demise. This guy was recorded going through the mailboxes and filling up his bag of goodies with the loot. The operator saw it all happening. So, he called the cops while munching on popcorn. Seconds later, cops arrived and took him in. All that effort for nothing. Number 19. The thief's audacity. This guy honestly thought of stealing from a police station. Somebody checked this thief's brain. Safe to say, it didn't take long for the police to notice. Number 20. Let's skip this. A couple of crooks sneaked into the house and spent a few good minutes trying to open the gate. When they finally did, the homeowner woke up. He blasted a beam of light in the driveway, shouting at the top of his lungs. The crooks didn't need to be told anymore to leave. Number 21. The father-son defense. A couple of crooks were driving by the quiet alley and saw their next target. When the homeowners pounced on them, they were on their way out, taking those side mirrors with them. The duo tried very hard to slip away, but this father-son duo had no room to show mercy. They took the duo in, probably for a very bitter cup of tea. Number 22. Bad day on the job. A couple of crooks blocked the road to jump onto the next car for a quick loot. But the dumbheads didn't think it all through. As they tried to ambush the car, the driver found a safe spot and crawled out. Number 23. Out of my car. A crook casually walked up to a vehicle and quietly sat down. He was well on his way, but the driver spotted him. He rushed to the scene and didn't think twice before throwing a few punches. Number 24. The big man's deadly stare. This robber came all prepared to thrash the store and steal the money. The only problem was that the owner refused to give him any. The thief was so scared that he didn't raise a finger and fled the first chance he got. Number 25. Straight into the pit of shame. This knucklehead tried to escape the cops, only to be stuck in the attic. The embarrassment was enough karma for this lad. But there was more. He tried to wiggle out, but the deputies were waiting on the other side, counting down the seconds. The man walked down the ladder willingly and handed himself straight to the cops. Number 26. You're not going anywhere. This crook came in to buy jewelry, wearing a mask. The owners were already pretty suspicious, so when he pulled out the pepper spray, that was his big demise. The owners got all riled up and etched onto him like human superglue. This crook had no chance of leaving. He knew that when he pepper sprayed into the owner's face, and the guy still didn't budge. The owner held on to him long enough for the crowd to pop up. That guy is only going to jail. Number 27. Carjacker's worst nightmare. Imagine bringing a clown car filled with crooks to steal another man's vehicle and then getting robbed of your own too. These guys raided the driveway only for the homeowner to lose his patience. He hit the crooks and then smashed into their car. Boy, that's a tough dent to ignore. Out the homeowner goes, leaving this group dumbstruck. Number 28. The bumbling buffoons. This robbery attempt is as pathetic as it can get. For starters, all three of them slipped and fell while entering and leaving the house. Secondly, the TV on the wall was not planned on leaving. The clumsy thieves tried so hard that they broke it in the process. They left empty-handed and probably more ashamed than they intended. This was painful to watch. Number 29. Just chilling. This robber climbed all the way to steal cable wires, but the poor fella got caught up in his own mess. That's not all that karma had planned for him, though. The guy was stuck on the air conditioner for 60 hours, just chilling there. The residents finally saw him and brought him down. Number 30. Maybe don't. These guys thought attempting this robbery from a running truck would be a great idea. You can imagine what happened next. Yep, there they go. The front man didn't want to be left alone on the truck either. So, there he goes, flying off into the sunset too. Number 31. Take 'em down. A motorbike was recorded trying to flee away from the victim, but he had no plans of letting them go. A vehicle rammed straight into the crooks to aid him, drawing all the attention towards the robbers. Basically, that was karma calling the whole street to take these robbers out. Number 32. The most ironic robbery. This guy was stealing gas from a fire protection company truck and ended up lighting himself on fire. He should be nominated for the Hall of Fame. He can't even deny all of this in court. This footage will prove that his pants are indeed on fire. Number 33. Bye-bye birdie. In the busy hustle and bustle, this thief had the guts to snatch the phone from a woman. That's because his escape plan was to fly out of the window. Too bad the bus popped up just in time. Fortunately, no one was hurt. He got away without a scratch, but will think twice about it next time. Number 34. Not today. This guy tried very hard to chase down the man in the ATM, but a locked door thwarted his plans pretty fast. Number 35. Can it be more embarrassing? A crook was spotted in the middle of the fields, held down by a goat. Yes, you heard that right. This idiot was trying to steal the goat, but the badass animal showed him how it is done in the countryside. Next thing you know, his head is trapped between the goat's legs. The locals took their sweet time wiggling him out of the tight pickle. Number 36. Neither here nor there. This duo of masked men raided the store to steal money, but all those tools and the macho attitude did them no good. When one of their plans failed, they tried to lunge after the store owner, but he had already locked himself inside. These robbers knew they were pretty much done for. Number 37. Stop to a brazen theft. As the signal went red, These crooks ran straight into thieving mode. They were recorded ambushing the driver and almost running away with the loot. Yes, almost. A nearby driver saw the whole scene and decided to make his grand entry. Ouch! The crooks toppled over one another as they tried to flee. Number 38. The Old Man's Revenge. A bike thief was successful in his heist, sprinting away with the bike. Well, that's what he thought, at least. The old man saw the whole fiasco and went into beast mode. His deadly expressions might tell you a terrifying story, but safety first. Seat belts on. Okay, let's go. The old man chased the thief for a mile. Finally, he caught up to him, gave him a little nudge, and threw him off of his bike. The duo was seen fighting for a good minute until the old man took him for a trip to the police station. Number 39. Total chaos. A couple of men with helmets on were recorded ambushing the yellow van. A scuffle started between the group as the crooks tried to steal the box. A brave security guard sprang into action and threw himself straight into the chaotic battle. He snatched the box away, and the crooks were off with a man hot on their heels. Number 40. Police officers' exercise. The officers were having a tough day catching this crook. He crashed his car and was now fleeing on foot. One officer chased him, and he smartly jumped over the fence. The guy tried to slip underneath the small gap, but the officer was fast. He grabbed the crook's arm and held him there. The crook attempted for a good few minutes, but Hulk had no plans to let him go. After a few minutes, the crook got away, but only from this cop. Number 41. Breaking and not entering. A robber found a gap in the convenience store and tried to enter by slipping through the small hole. But he didn't quite plan his heist all that well. The robber ended up getting stuck in the window with his legs sprawled outside. The police came to rescue him, only to take him on a sweet trip to jail. Number 43. Moment of instant regret. This crook probably had a rough time sneaking inside the office. He didn't plan on doing that outside. Though his karma had other plans, it wouldn't let him slip away. Would you look at that? There comes the whole office. Good luck escaping that, you fool. Number 44. Thwarted by the customer. This man entered the bank with high hopes, but they all came crashing down when a man sprang into action. He tackled him to the ground and into the pool of regret. Number 45. Outsmarted in seconds. The thieves came running, and the woman's first instinct was to throw her purse into a random house. Better somebody else than these guys, right? Number 46. Sprayed out of there. This guy had all the plans to come and steal from the house. But the homeowner was smarter. She had a truck fitted with a jet spray to defend her porch from this sneaky pirate. Number 48. Slowpokes don't win the race. This bike thief doesn't look very smart. He was spotted by the riled-up crowd and yet chose to drag that heavy machine out of there. Soon enough, the whole street joined the action, throwing punches and smacking bats at the thief. Good luck out there. Number 49. The teenage boneheads. These crooks have absolutely no idea what they are doing. They tried stealing this motorbike and ended up crashing into a nearby vehicle. To make matters worse for them, their entire crime scene was recorded on camera. You're doing great, my friends. Number 50. The terrifying jump. This guy went into superhero mode when he saw the masked men running. The crook took out his machete, but the damage was already done. The crooks were slowed down enough for the cops to meet them down the alley. Yeah, try wielding that in front of the cops, idiot. Number 51. Well, he tried. A robber raided the store, and attempted to smash the glass shelf. No matter how many times he hit, the shelf didn't budge. That gave the store owner enough time to grab her weapon of choice. Seeing the deadly look in her eyes, the robber ran with his feet backward. Number 52. The feeble attempt. It took a whole group of robbers to put that ATM in the trunk, and it took only a few seconds into their pathetic attempt for them to lose their loot. Number 53. The prepared store owners. A bunch of fools on their motorbikes dropped by the store with hammers in their hands, but their gutsy spirit was nothing compared to that of the store owners. Seconds later, they were kicked out of the exit, and a whole fleet was chasing after them. Number 54. The bouncer's vehicle. This crook sneaked into an unlocked car to drive off with his new shiny vehicle. But he didn't know that it was a bouncer's car. They all came down to greet him and took him inside. Yeah, that's not going to be pretty. Number 55. Not on my watch. A man was riding on his bike down the street when he spotted a thief on the run. He didn't do much. He just threw his bicycle straight at the crook. Yeah, that's about it. Number 57. The beer battle. This guy got angry just because the clerk asked him for his ID. He started throwing beer cans at the store owner, indirectly telling his immature age. That didn't sit well with the owner, though. He chased him out of the store and threw large Corona cans directly at the beer thief. That will teach him. Number 58. The clerk's fight. This guy was recorded taking away 2 crates of beer, but his secret heist was not very quiet. The store owner sprang into action and darted after the crook with his clerk right behind him. The duo ended up face to face with the thieves, the store owner having hopped inside the car. Their shenanigans didn't last long, and the thieves left, but not without a rough confrontation. Number 59. The Superwoman. A couple of crooks were bolting out of the exit when the security guard rained on their parade. She stopped them midway and demanded that they pay. When they didn't listen, she didn't shy away from using her pepper spray. Later, this superhero was recorded dragging one of the crooks inside the store. She is about to make him pay. Number 60. Pick something your own size. This duo raided the driveway to steal a couple of bikes. One got away, but the other fell face first on the ground. She should have just been on the lookout. That walk of shame might knock some sense into her.
A Good Samaritan stopping a suspected thief.
That's all, folks. I hope you liked this video. Please smash the like button and subscribe to our channel. We have a lot more coming in for you, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching.